Joyful Noisemakers. Hi friends, it's me, Miss Mary. I am so excited we get to sing some songs today. But more than that, we're going to sing some songs, we're going to read some books, we're going to read some notes from Jesus, we're going to see some artwork, and I think the cicadas are going to sing with us, so we've got plenty of company. I hope that you have fun. Shall we begin? The Lord be with you, and also with you. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's get started. We're going to dive right in and sing. Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, all that is in me, bless his holy name. Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, never forget what he has done for you. Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, all that is in me, bless his holy name. Oh, bless the Lord, my soul, never forget what he has done for you. All right, friends. You know Miss Mary likes to be a little bit silly, and I got a new song that moves your body and being a little silly, and I hope that you can do it with me. You're going to touch your nose, we're going to bend and touch our toes, and we're going to reach to the sky. Let's do this. Touch your finger to your nose, bend from the waist way down and touch your toes, and when you come up slowly start to sing. Say to the Lord, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say to the Lord, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say to the Lord, I love you. Reach your fingers to the sky, look to the left, then right, and blink your eyes. And when you turn around and start to sing, say to the Lord, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say to the Lord, I love you, I love you, I love you. Say to the Lord, I love you. I didn't get too out of breath. It's from Jesus. I chose this week, and so did Toby. Toby did too. He chose this note from Jesus. It starts out like this. Don't be faithless any longer. Believe. And do you see this little boy or this little girl? And she's surrounded by thought bubbles. And those thought bubbles have question marks. Let's see what Jesus has to say. I want you to know it's okay to have questions about me, Jesus says. Even grown-ups have questions. Even Miss Mary has questions. And I mean lots of questions about who I am, what I do or don't do, about when I'm coming back. There will be lots of things that make you scratch your head and say, I don't get that. All my friends do that, Jesus says. So if you have questions, that's okay. I won't get mad, Jesus says. I promise. I never get angry when my friends have honest questions and they listen to my answers and believe me. So Jesus says, ask. Really, that's what friends do. They ask, they listen, and they learn new things about one another, and sometimes they're okay with a little mystery in the friendship. And we're friends, right? Jesus says. Right. And then in this little corner it says, here how we can become even better friends. And this heart this week is a heart with a square or a cube and a little squiggly there. It's almost like something is solid or something has real lines and straight lines and angles. And then this one is a little bit not the same way. Here how we can become even better friends. What questions do you have about me? You can ask grown-ups who've known me for a long time, Jesus says, but ask me too. Listen for my answers and believe what you hear. Well, friends, when I was on a quest this week to find new songs for you, I couldn't believe my luck. After we just read about it's okay to ask questions, and Jesus promises us that it's okay, I found this about I'm a promise, and we can promise Jesus back. So, I'm a promise. I am a promise. I'm a possibility. I am a promise. God wants me to be. I can go anywhere that He wants me to go. I can be anything that He wants me to be. I can climb the highest mountain. I can cross the wide sea. I'm a great big promise, you see. Oh, I'm a promise. I'm a possibility. I am a promise with a capital P. I'm a great big bundle of potentiality. And I am learning to hear God's voice. And I'm a trying to make the right choice. I'm a promise to be anything God wants me to be. I'm a promise to be anything God wants me to be. I'm a promise to be anything God wants me to be. As promised, we're going to do some reading. I was thinking about promises, and I was thinking about answering the call from God. And then I thought about Jonah, who didn't always listen to his father, his God. And then I thought, I went back to my friend Rebecca's childhood book, and I found this poem. It says, answer mother or father. So look at the pictures here, right? This boy or this little girl looks a little kind of angry. And this mother's calling him. I bet his father's calling him too, and there's a dog in there. And the poem says, stubborn Stan has stuff-upped ears, or else he's just unkind. His mother or father called him 20 times, and still he doesn't mind. Stubborn Stan would feel real bad if he called out one night and no one answered when he called, and called with all his might. Now, mother and father always answer you. He and she love you best of all, so every time he and she call your name, please answer mother or father's call. So like I said, that little poem reminded me of Jonah, the backwards prophet. God calls Jonah. Do you see Jonah in the boat there? Not very happy, little Jonah there. Not all prophets were willing to say yes when God our Father called them. After all, being a messenger for God could be kind of dangerous. One such prophet was Jonah. One day God told Jonah that he had a message to give to the people. He said, tell the king of Nineveh that they need to be kind to each other. Please tell them. But Jonah didn't want to go. He whined. Instead, he ran away and got into a boat that was going to Spain. As soon as the boat set sail, he settled down to sleep on the deck. God was angry with Jonah for disobeying him. He sent a huge storm and the boat pitched, and the sailors cried out to their gods to save them. Jonah kept sleeping, unaware of what was going on, until the captain woke him. Pray to your God to save us. Jonah said, listen, people, it's my fault. It's my fault. You've got to throw me over the boat, but because if you throw me over the boat, the storm will calm down. At first, the captain refused, but the storm got even worse. Reluctantly, he threw Jonah overboard. See, he's throwing Jonah overboard. As soon as Jonah touched the water, the sea calmed, and the storm died down. As Jonah sank beneath the waves, he felt sure that he was going to drown. He called out to God to save him. God heard him and sent a big fish to swallow him up alive. Jonah stayed inside the fish for 3 whole days. He was very sorry for disobeying God, and he told him so in his prayers. God listened to Jonah's prayers. He knew that Jonah was sorry, and he made the fish swim to the shore and spit him out onto the beach. Once again, God told Jonah, please take my message to Nineveh. He went straight to Nineveh this time and did what he was told. When God saw that the people changed their behavior and was kind, God forgave them. So Jonah learns his lesson. Was Jonah pleased that the city was saved? No, he was angry. I knew you would let them off, he complained to God. It's not fair. The people don't deserve it. They weren't being kind to each other. And with that, Jonah went to sit outside in the city in the scorching sun. He felt so miserable, he wanted to die. But God made a big shady plant grow to protect Jonah from the fierce heat. Jonah began to feel less miserable. The next day, God sent a little worm to nibble at the plant's roots, and soon the plant died. The sun started beating down, and Jonah yet again. I was glad for that plant, said Jonah. I'm sorry its head died. It's not fair. God said, "You are sorry that this one little plant has died, but you did nothing to make it grow." How do you think I feel about the people of Nineveh, the innocent children? I gave them all life. Now Jonah understood how much God cared for the world he had created, and Jonah was sorry too. Okay, friends, we're going to do a blitz. We're going to do 4 songs in a row, and I'm not going to give you any warning what they are. And I'm going to try to do them really fast. So as soon as you recognize them, jump in and sing. Ready? Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love. I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love. I am his and he is mine. His banner over me is love. His banner over me is love. Deep and wide, I've got a river flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, I've got a river flowing deep and wide. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me, oh Lordy, do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me. Do Lord, oh do Lord, oh do remember me, oh and way beyond the blue. Got a lot of breath. As always, I love to share art with you. So my friends sent me a bunch of different types of art. So the first thing I want to show you is these circles. There's one, and there's one. See how different colors are? I'm going to tell you how they're going to make it in a second. And this one, I like that. And depending on how you hold it, it makes a different picture, right? This almost looks like somebody going underneath a bridge when you hold it that way. But this way, it almost looks like birds. I love that about art. And then this one, more vibrant colors. And again, depending on how you hold it, changes the pictures. And then there's this one. I love that it's not in the center. So my friend, what she did is she put a bunch of colors on it and then spun it around really fast. And then the pattern emerged, right? And then she chose her favorite and put it on a piece of cardboard. And she painted the cardboard the color that she chose most to bring out her story of the picture. And I love that there's some light strokes here, maybe dark here. I thought that was really creative. This one is really, really interesting. So first of all, my friend used the back of a cereal box, and she used a lot of different patterns from wrapping paper and glued them on to create a new picture. I just love looking at it and the different shapes she used. She used triangle over triangle, and then not one piece was spared. And I wonder if those pieces were all one piece to begin with. I like thinking about that we can make something really quite beautiful about many, many pieces. And she did the same thing with this. I guess this would be called multimedia, which means several different types of ways to do art. There's some the base color and the red, and then she did purple on top of it. And I love looking at the brush strokes. And then she cut up this piece that she painted, and she put it on top of purple. I think that's really clever. Please send me some artwork that you'd like to share. I love to see my friends' artwork. I can't believe that I'm down to my last song already for this week. I hope you had as much fun as I had. So this song is called I Am Loved. It's a new song. I am loved, I am loved, I can risk loving you, for the one who knows me best loves me most. I am loved, you are loved, won't you please take my hand? We are free to love each other, we are loved. So before we close, Miss Mary always wants to remind you of 3 things. 1, hug your people, hug them tight, hold them tight. 2, smile, or better yet, find a way to make somebody else smile. And 3, know that you, my friend, are loved. Our time has ended. Now go in peace. Alleluia. Alleluia. Bye, friends. I'll see you next time. Joyful noisemakers. Joyful noisemakers. Joyful noisemakers.